Hey y'all, it's Ashley. It's time for another Bujo spread. Stay tuned if you want to see how I created this beautiful February quilting spread. All right, y'all, let's get her opened up. This is the square 8x8 dot grid journal from Archer and Olive. These have been sold out for a while, but I'll look and see if they're available. I'm using the Prismacolor colored pencils in the same colorway or a close colorway as these Tombow markers. And so I'm showing you the color numbers there, but I have kind of like a red color, green, a deep purple, a teal, and a yellow. And then I also have these stickers. So these stickers that I'm showing you now just came out in the shop. This is the Together We Make a Beautiful pattern set. And this is in celebration of Black History Month and quilting in African American culture. These patterns were actually used in the Underground Railroad, and I thought that would be a nice ode to African American culture. These stickers were the February stickers from last year, and they're called Sweet Valentine. And as you can see, they're donuts and hearts and cookies. And I think I'm going to use both of those stickers in this setup. But as you can see, I'm starting off with actually drawing the intro page, and I've already kind of penciled it in. I'm going to start off with this red color, but first I actually want to kind of erase some of this penciling here so that it doesn't show through some of those lighter colors with the Tombow markers. I highly suggest that you kind of sketch a little bit before you do spreads like this, and it kind of takes the edge off of feeling like you're gonna make a mistake or something like that. Just so you know, I did still make a few mistakes even though I did sketch this in, but the mistakes were more like colors and not the drawing part. But for instance, I did mean to make each of these letters a different color, kind of like alternate the colors. But then I realized that around the R, and I just kept going. The first R in February, I just kept going, and I feel like it's still going to look nice and still kind of incorporate all the colors. As you can see, when I'm brush lettering together here, that's that dark purple color, and that's why I said it looks like a dark plum or something, but it's almost black looking, and that's why I have two colored pencils to recreate that color kind of. So I have kind of like this plum and then this like almost black color that you will see me overlay later. But I'm just going in because I wanted this spread to be super colorful. I wanted it to feel like Black American culture with the quilts and the different patches that you would see on quilts. Now, I did kind of add my own little quilt patterns into here. So the hearts are not part of the sticker set. And then you'll see on the other page, I do some flowers that are not part of the sticker set. But what kind of spread would it be from me if it didn't have flowers in it? So I had to add that in. What you see me doing here is going in and making an outline with the Tombow marker, and I'm kind of just doing one color at a time and just deciding as I go what colors I want to be what. But I'm doing this outline because I'm gonna go in after I do all of these outlines and color in the same color with the colored pencil. And the reason I'm doing it like that is because when you see quilts where the seam is, where the seam has been sewn down, it kind of has like a darker color, like the shadow that's being cast there. And I thought that it would look nice for the marker to kind of, be that shaded area, like a little deeper, darker, richer tone. And then the colored pencil would be kind of like the fabric, that's between the sewn part. I'm not sure if that made sense. But you'll kind of see what I mean. It kind of looks like the seams of a quilt when the marker is there and then you go back in with the colored pencil. But yeah, so I'm just going in and I'm kind of referring to some of the quilt patterns on the stickers to see what colors I use there. If you're interested, this sticker set is actually available on my Patreon for the Sophistic Creator level. You can get these so you can print them out, and you don't have to actually draw these if you don't want to. But also they're available in a printed form on my website at ihaveplansforyou.com. Remember that all of my stickers are hand-drawn and hand-lettered, and I really like to draw on paper, but when I create the stickers, then I have to do those on an app called Procreate. And so Procreate is fun. It's kind of easy to use. Let me know below if you want me to do some more Procreate tutorials, because I've been doing a lot of kind of like illustration, hand lettering, planner spread tutorials. But I was doing that because I wasn't really sure if you all were into learning how to draw on your iPad. But if you are, then of course I'd love to teach you that. And just let me know some ideas that you kind of want to know below in the comments. But since I draw so often on on Procreate, then I don't get to actually draw on paper and sketch things out that often on like paper, pen to paper. And so creating these Bujo spreads has allowed me to be able to do that again, just like draw on paper. And it's funny because I'm self-taught, but I still enjoy drawing in different mediums and learning how to draw in different mediums. And I just really enjoy doing these Bujo spreads. I didn't think I would because they're so time consuming. This spread took about 4 hours to do this entire weekly setup. And you're getting, through the magic of YouTube, about 30 to 40 minutes of watching me create this here. But again, like I said, if you don't want to draw, then you can always go to Patreon and grab the stickers. There's also a phone wallpaper over there based on this theme, a weekly reset page based on this theme, and tons more depending on which tier you join. So just a little bit of background about this sticker set. So I was thinking of some fun way to incorporate Black history into my planning and into a collection for you all this year. And I came up with the idea of creating these quilts. And so I was looking and researching. I had to do a lot of research for this collection, y'all. And it was kind of fun because it reminded me of being in school again. But I found that there are certain quilting patterns that would prompt the formerly enslaved people that were searching for freedom to find, to travel on the Underground Railroad. And each one of these little quilt patterns means something different. You wouldn't traditionally find all of these in the same blanket, but just for some variety on the spread, I'm kind of throwing them all in here together. But on the sticker sheets, then I put the actual name of that quilt patch pattern under it. And you'll see me use some of those later on when I'm doing the weekly spreads. But you see what I was kind of talking about when I say, when I go in with that colored pencil, the outline kind of pops like a seam where it be sewn in together. And I know you see me going in and sharpening those Prismacolor colored pencils. I couldn't find my pencil sharpener, so I just took that one from my 9-year-old daughter's room. And it's just like, I think it has like a pumpkin on the other side. It probably came from like Dollar Tree or something, but it worked just fine on these Prismacolor pencils. I know sometimes with my Amazon Basics, it will, like a cheaper pencil sharpener sometimes will break the lid, but that didn't happen with these Prismacolors. And I'll link the Prismacolors. They're from 2 different boxes, so I'll link both of those boxes below, plus the Tombos. But yeah, I hope you all are enjoying these Bujo spreads, because I am enjoying making them, and I hope that they inspire you and kind of teach you a little bit too sometimes as you learn a little more about what the collection is about. Okay, so now that you see the theme of my February Bujo spread, I do want you all to comment and let me know what themes you're using, and maybe link your Instagram or somewhere for me to go and see your theme if it's available. I'm kind of interested in seeing what everybody's working on and what everybody's thinking about right now. So link your ideas or what you've already decorated your Bujo in. And also, my PR team called the Creative Bloom Collective came up with this really fun challenge for the month of February called IHPFY Self Love. And basically, it's where you use products from my shop or products, or like if you follow this tutorial or another tutorial here that I have here on YouTube, then you can share that on Instagram or TikTok or even here. And I will search that hashtag IHPFY Self Love and feature you in my stories on my shop page and Instagram. And you can just show how you're incorporating self-love while also using ideas and stickers and other products from my store. Oh yes, one more thing that I forgot to mention is that I have actually prepared digital downloads of these two pages, this page that I'm working on now and the other side, for Patreon members to download as well, and they will be available at the Elegant Artisan and Sophisticreator levels. And I'll make sure that I link my Patreon and my store down below. But you guys, I was wondering what you all drink or eat while you're doing your planner or your Bujo spreads. I grab coffee in the daytime, tea or an adult beverage at night. And normally you hear people say, grab your coffee and or your tea and sit down and plan with me or sit down and draw with me. But I'm thinking, like, we're adults. Is everybody really grabbing coffee or tea? So put down below what you like to drink or snack on while you're in your creative mode during your creative processes. Now, I will say that I record these videos and I do a voiceover afterwards because when I first started doing videos on YouTube, I thought that I could talk and draw at the same time, and I cannot. And so you probably can notice that it looks like I'm going pretty fast here, but this video is sped up at about 4.5%. I like to mention how fast things are sped up, or just let you know that things are sped up in case it feels like I'm going super fast and you're going super slow. You can always adjust the speed in the lower right hand corner of the video if you want to slow it down or speed it up. But I always like to mention that because if you didn't know, I teach local hand lettering classes sometimes, and the biggest thing I see people do is go too fast because they think that everybody else is going fast. And I don't want to be the reason why you are going too fast. I want you to know that these videos are sped up and for you not to worry because you're doing just fine. You're creating at a perfect pace for you. You probably need to slow down if you feel stressed, and don't forget to take breaks while you're creating too. So the colored pencil part is actually the most relaxing part of this spread, these first two pages for me. I'm just coloring, like you can see. I'm not doing any rhyme or reason. I'm not like a professional colored pencil artist or anything. So I'm just filling in the space, but these Prismacolor pencils make the coloring look super smooth because they are super smooth. So if you have Crayolas or the Amazon Basics or a different brand that's a little bit cheaper than these Prismacolors, then I would say just go over it with another layer if you want a more seamless look. But these Prismacolors give you a pretty seamless look on the first go around, and I wasn't too concerned about blending or anything because I'm not using multiple colors other than that kind of like purple and dark gray color to make that purpley black color. But now I'm enclosing that lettering on the inside with like kind of making it look like its own quilt square, because I saw that in some quilts that I was looking up when I was doing my research for the sticker collection. And I'm just using that dark plum color to create that vibe. And now I'm going to go back with a Posca white acrylic pen and just add some design to some of the quilt patterns, because when you see quilts, the fabrics often have design. So the main color might be like that dark plum color, but it was pulled from a fabric that had kind of like a polka dot. So in that case, that's what I'm recreating. And then you'll see me add kind of like some stripes onto the teal colors. If you're watching this and you're like, girl, this is too involved, like this is like, I can't do this for 7 or 8 more pages, don't worry. The rest of the weekly setups are much more simple than this, but I wanted to kind of get that quilting vibe out on these first 2 pages to set the mode of the spread. And voila, the second page is close to being complete because of the magic of YouTube. But I just went on ahead and cut quickly to this page because I figured you saw me create those quilting patterns and get the idea of how I was doing that on the last page. And I wasn't sure if you wanted to sit through and watch me create all of these, but at least you get to see the final product. And then I am going to actually show you what I letter and how I letter it on this page in those big white boxes. But as you can see, the whole vibe of these 2 spreads is kind of like 2 quilts. So even with these lettering parts, I've enclosed the boxes with a fabric strip, let's call it a fabric strip. And so in one box, I'm writing things I want, and that's just really where I'm going to write like big tasks that I want to get done. And then important dates will be down in the bottom left corner. And you'll see that I kind of made a mistake by not lettering small enough, and it's running over there. I'm gonna go back and fix that in a little while to make it look just a little more tidy, but I'm kind of okay with that. This isn't a product I'm creating for people to buy. So it's just my journal, and I'm kind of like trying to learn how to fight against my perfectionism by letting things be. I don't succeed at it all the time because you are going to see me go in with white outs right here because I messed up with those important dates and I put boxes there instead of leaving room for my dates. But I'm not writing every single day in February. I'm just writing the dates that I know I have something on. And if these change, I'll just go in with my Posca pen that you saw me do those decorations with. Okay, so we're on to the next page, and this is where I'm going to start using the stickers. So the idea that I had for these weekly spreads was to create one giant quilt, but instead of filling in the boxes are where I'm going to write my plans. So I'm going in with different colors, and I'm going to use all of the colors in the set to create these kind of like thick, boxy quilt squares, we'll call them. And I have them all touching each other because I want it to look like a quilt. And originally I was going to draw in the center, but then I really wanted to use the stickers, and I really wanted the name of the quilt square for the sticker that I was using there. So you'll see that I just do this super simple design where I'm drawing these boxes, and I did actually have these mapped out. So I did actually go in and like put a little dot where each square needed to stop and start. And then I'm putting the name and the quilt square in the inside there. I'm also using the stickers from the set. These are brush lettered stickers in Procreate. And if you saw my January setup, then you saw that I was using that syrup brush in Procreate, and I am using it again because I am kind of obsessed with it right now. And that little line under the dates under the days of the week I did with the syrup brush. And so this time too, if you watched my January Bujo spread, you will remember that I misdated or dated incorrectly that entire spread all the way to the end and had to go back and fix it. So I actually wrote the days in here too. You can kind of see them penciled in, but that side is all done. And I am now realizing that the other side of the page is not the week that Valentine's is in. So I'm going in and creating another similar spread to the one on the left side there. That'll just be this quilt-like spread with the quilt square in the center. So again, you see me going in with those days of the week stickers, and we're going to empty this sheet out. I love that for us. But I like this because they're kind of like not the same exact spread, but they coordinate very well. And I'm going to go ahead and date with that dark plum color. And I'm going to see if I can use some quotes on here too. But I'm going in and just kind of changing up the to-do side of things just to give it some variation, but still kind of stick with the same vibe in this theme. We're going to grab the quotes and see what I can fit. And I'm just going to take some one-liners and put them down below so that I still have space to write. So these stickers just say every piece has its purpose and woven in love. I wanted this set to feel really uniting. But we're going to turn the page, and this is the side that the week of Valentine's is in. So I'm trying out that red marker that we have out already, and I'm not sure if I like that. So I pulled a brown, and it kind of matches the color of the cookie that's under that love icing. So I'm going in and I'm going to do the same style of spread, but just use different stickers. And that's how I'm going to keep this entire setup cohesive. So I'm just alternating boxes. I'm still going to keep them touching each other like it's a quilt, but I'm using different colors. In this case, I'm going to use that brown, and I can't remember what color it is, but I will link it below. And then I'm going to go in with that dark plum color. I thought about the red, but then I just didn't know if it fit the vibe of kind of pulling these spreads together. So I went with the black. And you see I'm just alternating. And you see I made a mistake there at the bottom because I took those boxes down too low. But we're going to fix that with stickers. So I thought it'd be kind of cute, since we're only doing this spread once, to alternate those stickers. Since I had to skip a box, then I actually kind of messed up the alternating and had to go back and, fix that. But this set is the Sweet Valentine set, and it's available on Patreon for download as well at the Sophisticreator level. The Sophisticreator level is actually all access, so it's way more value for what you pay. There you get so many sticker sets, so many downloads, and like I said, this one is still available if you just want to do love and Sweet Valentines and just like a Valentine's theme in your planners or your bujos. Then this set is available. It was donuts and cookies, and I think this looks super cute. Let me know what you think below. So I used that red marker that we've been using the whole time for the dates and the to-dos. And then I'm going in and adding a few sprinkles from that set to just make it look a little more festive and kind of cohesive. It felt like it was missing a little something for me. But I'm going to go in and take that same red to tie the other side of the page with this one. We're going to go back to using the Together We Make a Beautiful pattern stickers. And I'm using that same pattern of the alternating squares on this side too, to kind of help with the cohesiveness of both of these pages together. So I'm gonna go add the Crossroads quilt square in the center there. And on this page, I'm lettering the days of the week just to tie in another one of those colors, since the Crossroads quilt pattern has the yellow and the teal in it. I'm using the yellow for the days, and this is just a monoline style. It's not like a brush lettered style. I'm just using the bullet tip of this Tombow marker, and I'm going to go in with the teal color to do the dates and the to-do list to pull in the colors from the Crossroads quilt patch there. I'm going to add a quote to bring it all together, and then we'll be done with this page. We're going to flip the page, and then the last page will be another page from the Together We Make a Beautiful Pattern theme. And this month ends on the left side of this page. On the right side of the page, I'm going to leave it blank for now, but we're going to come back in a different video, and I'm going to do a self-love lettering piece. I'm going to show you how I would set up a lettering piece and how I would kind of draw that out, and we'll do that together in a separate video. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned and engaged with my channel so that I pop up on your feed. But I've been getting a lot of lettering questions, and I figured that I should do another lettering video. So that side of the page will be a complete lettering piece video. Remember that I also have part 1 of my hand lettering, basic brush lettering workbook, and I worked through that here on YouTube. That's also available on Patreon. You can get the full series plus the workbook on the Sophista-Creator tier. I'm telling you all, that tier is worth way more than you pay every month. But if you like how I letter, then I have a full workbook and a course, and you can get the workbook on the website too if you don't want to, subscribe to Patreon. But you see, I'm just ending off this week with the same vibes. I put that quilt square there in the middle. I'm going in and dating, and thank goodness I did not date incorrectly this time. And I'm adding a quote in the same way that we added the quotes on that last page. But that is it, you all. I'm going to do a final flip through so you can see all the pages that we have created today. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and share this video and my page and my store with your friends. I do work really hard to bring you all personally lettered and illustrated items, and to just bring joy through planning and creating. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.